Welcome to Let's Run It Back, where we dive into the nostalgic media that shaped our childhoods. Today, we're taking a deep dive into one of the most beloved TV blocks of all time, the Disney Afternoon. From its creation to its immense success, and finally, its eventual end and lasting legacy, let's uncover the magic behind this iconic block. The creation of the Disney Afternoon. In the late 1980s, Disney was in the midst of a renaissance, not just in feature films, but in television as well. The company had tasted success with shows like DuckTales, which premiered in 1987. Building on this momentum, Disney executives, led by Michael Eisner and Jeffrey Katzenberg, conceived the Disney Afternoon, a 2-hour block of syndicated animated TV shows designed to air after school, targeting children and families. The idea was to create a cohesive brand that offered high-quality, entertaining content. This block would feature a rotating lineup of shows that shared a similar animation style and humor, ensuring a consistent viewing experience. Why the Disney Afternoon succeeded. The Disney Afternoon premiered on September 10, 1990, and quickly became a massive success. But why did it resonate so well with audiences? First, the quality of the animation and storytelling was a significant factor. Shows like DuckTales, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, and Darkwing Duck were not just entertaining. They had well-developed characters, engaging plots, and witty dialogue that appealed to both kids and their parents. Second, the branding and marketing were spot on. The Disney Afternoon was heavily promoted, and the shows were supported by a wide range of merchandise, from toys and video games to clothing and lunchboxes. This helped to create a strong emotional connection with the audience. Lastly, the timing was perfect. The 1990s were a golden era for after-school programming. With fewer distractions like the internet or smartphones, kids eagerly awaited their favorite shows every day after school. Overview of the Disney Afternoon TV shows.
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare. They are the Gummy Bears.
Adventures of the Gummy Bears, 1985 to 1991. Plot. Adventures of the Gummy Bears is set in a whimsical medieval world where the once great gummy bear civilization has dwindled to a few hidden families. These bears possess extraordinary abilities thanks to gummy berry juice, a magical elixir that grants them superhuman bouncing powers. The series focuses on the gummy bears living in the forest of Dunwin, particularly the group residing in Gummy Glen. The gummy bears strive to keep their existence hidden from humans to avoid the conflicts of the past. However, they form a secret alliance with Cabin, a young page who stumbles upon their existence and pledges to help them while keeping their secret. Princess Calla, Cabin's friend and the daughter of King Gregor of Dunwin, also becomes an ally. The primary antagonist is Duke Igthorn, an exiled knight who seeks to conquer Dunwin with the help of his ogre minions. Igthorn constantly schemes to capture the gummy bears and their gummy berry juice, believing it will give him the power to achieve his ambitions.
Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales. Woo!
DuckTales, 1987 to 1990. Plot. DuckTales follows the adventures of Scrooge McDuck, the world's richest duck, and his grandnephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. After being entrusted with the care of his nephews, Scrooge re-embraces his adventurous side. They are joined by a colorful cast of characters, including the bumbling but brave pilot Launchpad McQuack, the loyal and resourceful housekeeper Mrs. Beakley, and her curious granddaughter Webby Vanderquack. Together they embark on globe-trotting adventures to discover lost treasures, battle villains like the Beagle Boys, Magica Day Spell, and Flintheart Glomgold, and solve ancient mysteries. The series is known for its blend of humor, action, and heartwarming moments, as well as its catchy theme song.
When you need help, just call Chip and Dale. Rescue Rangers. Chip and Dale.
Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, 1989 to 1990. Plot. Chip and Dale Rescue Ranger centers on the titular chipmunks who start a detective agency to help those in need. Chip, the brave and determined leader, and Dale, the laid-back and comical sidekick, are joined by the inventive gadget Hack Wrench, the strong and adventurous Monterey Jack, and Zipper, a tiny but courageous fly. The team tackles cases that often involve other animals, thwarting the plans of villains like the mobster Fat Cat and the mad scientist Professor Norton Nimnul. Each episode combines mystery, action, and humor as the Rescue Rangers solve problems that are too small for the regular police, often involving elaborate schemes and gadgets created by Gadget.
Oh yeah, TaleSpin. Oh yeah, TaleSpin. Friends for life with thick and thin with another TaleSpin.
TaleSpin, 1990 to 1991. Plot: TaleSpin is set in the fictional city of Cape Suzette and stars Baloo the bear, who operates a struggling air cargo business called Hire for Hire. He is accompanied by Kit Cloudkicker, a young bear with a talent for cloud surfing, and Rebecca Cunningham, the business-savvy manager who keeps the operation running. The series features a host of recurring characters, including the air pirate Don Carnage, who constantly plots to steal cargo, and the ambitious pilot-turned-businessman Shere Khan. The show blends adventure, comedy, and a touch of drama as Baloo and his friends face off against sky pirates, engage in thrilling aerial chases, and outwit various villains, all while trying to make a living.
Darkwing Duck. When there's trouble, you call me Gummy. Darkwing Duck.
Let's get dangerous.
Darkwing Duck, 1991 to 1992. Plot: Darkwing Duck follows Drake Mallard, an ordinary suburban father by day, and the crime-fighting superhero Darkwing Duck by night. With his trusty sidekick Launchpad McQuack and his spirited adopted daughter Gosselin, Darkwing Duck battles the forces of evil in the city of St. Canard. The show parodies superhero and spy genres, featuring a rogues gallery of eccentric villains, such as the electricity-wielding Megavolt, the plant-based femme fatale Bushroot, and the fiendish Negaduck. While Darkwing is often overly confident and clumsy, his determination and heart shine through as he protects his city and balances his double life.
Report to Goof Troop. How we'll always stick together. We're the Goof Troop.
Goof Troop, 1992 to 1993. Plot: Goof Troop centers on the comedic adventures of Goofy and his son Max as they move back to Goofy's hometown of Spoonerville. They live next door to Pete, Goofy's old high school friend and a used car salesman, and his family. The show explores the dynamic between the well-meaning but clumsy Goofy and his teenage son Max, who often finds himself embarrassed by his dad's antics. Despite their differences, the bond between father and son is strong. The series mixes humor with lessons about family, friendship, and growing up, showcasing the everyday lives and misadventures of Goofy, Max, and their neighbors.
Let's go bonkers. Yeah, totally nuts. Bonkers. No ifs, ands, or buts. Bonkers. Someone's stealing the show. Casey, I gotta go.
Bonkers, 1993 to 1994. Plot: Bonkers follows Bonkers D. Bobcat, a former cartoon star who becomes a police officer in the Toontown division of the Hollywood PD. Paired with the gruff and cynical detective Lucky Piquel, Bonkers works to solve crimes involving both humans and toons. The mismatched partners often clash due to their differing personalities, but they eventually learn to appreciate each other's strengths. After Piquel is promoted, Bonkers is partnered with the more understanding and supportive officer Miranda Wright. The series combines slapstick comedy with detective drama, featuring a wide array of toon characters and imaginative crime-solving scenarios.
And days, they tease and excite, take off and take flight, they shock and amaze.
Aladdin, 1994 to 1995. Plot: Aladdin is a continuation of the hit 1992 Disney film and follows Aladdin, now living in the palace with Princess Jasmine. Along with his friends Genie, Abu, Iago, and the Magic Carpet, Aladdin embarks on new adventures in Agrabah and beyond. The series features a variety of magical and mythical threats, from evil sorcerers and monsters to ancient curses and enchanted artifacts. Aladdin often finds himself relying on his street-smart wit and bravery to protect his city and loved ones. The show blends action, fantasy, and humor, capturing the spirit of the original film while expanding the characters' stories and the world they inhabit. Gargoyles, 1994 to 1996. Plot: Gargoyles tells the story of a clan of gargoyles led by the stoic and noble Goliath. Cursed to sleep as stone statues during the day, they awaken at night to protect the city. After being betrayed and put into a deep sleep for 1,000 years, the gargoyles awaken in modern-day New York City. They struggle to adapt to their new world while continuing their mission to defend it from supernatural and human threats. The series is notable for its complex characters, intricate storylines, and dark, atmospheric tone. Themes of redemption, betrayal, and loyalty are explored as the gargoyles face off against various villains, including the manipulative industrialist David Xanatos and the immortal sorceress Demona. The Schnookums and Meat Funny cartoon show, 1995. Plot: a short-lived series that features 3 different segments. Schnookums and Meat follows a cat and dog duo who engage in slapstick antics and comedic battles. Pith Possum, Super Dynamic Possum of Tomorrow, is a superhero parody featuring Pith Possum and his sidekick, Obadiah the Wonder Raccoon, as they fight crime in Possum City. Tex Tin Star, the Best in the West, is a Western spoof that follows the misadventures of Tex Tin Star and his group of cowboy friends. The show is known for its offbeat humor and rapid-fire jokes, appealing to fans of classic cartoon slapstick.
It's our problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata.
Timone and Pumba, 1995 to 1999. Plot overview: Timone and Pumba is an animated television series that spins off from Disney's iconic film The Lion King. The show focuses on the adventures of the carefree meerkat Timon and his loyal warthog friend Pumba as they traverse various locations around the world, living by their motto, Hakuna Matata, which means no worries. The series doesn't follow a continuous storyline, but rather features standalone episodes filled with humor, slapstick comedy, and occasional moral lessons. Unlike The Lion King, set primarily in the African savannah, Timon and Pumba's adventures take them all over the globe, from tropical islands and dense jungles to bustling cities and frozen tundras. The duo finds themselves in various exotic locales, leading to a diverse array of adventures. The heart of the show lies in the comedic situations and slapstick humor. Timon and Pumba often find themselves in absurd and hilarious predicaments, from treasure hunts gone wrong to escaping from predators or villains.
Taste this quack! Quack Pack! Quack Pack!
Quack Pack, 1996. Plot: Quack Pack follows the teenage versions of Huey, Dewey, and Louie, along with their uncle Donald Duck. The triplets, now with distinct personalities, Huey as the brainy one, Dewey as the laid-back one, and Louie as the practical joker, embark on various adventures while dealing with typical teenage issues. Donald, trying to balance his job as a photographer for a TV news program with parenting, often finds himself in humorous and chaotic situations. The series combines comedy with action and family dynamics, showcasing the Ducks' lives in a more modern and relatable setting.
Here come the mighty ducks, burning up the ice. Just try to stop the mighty ducks, and you're gonna pay the price.
The Mighty Ducks, the animated series. 1996 to 1997. Plot. Inspired by the live-action film series The Mighty Ducks, is set in a fictional universe where humanoid ducks from the planet Puck World form a hockey team on Earth. Led by Wildwing Flashblade, the team includes characters like Nosedive, Mallory, Duke, Tanya, and Grin. They are also warriors who fight against the evil Dragonus and his minions, who have followed them to Earth with plans of conquest. The series blends sports action with sci-fi adventure, as the team juggles their dual roles as hockey players and heroes defending Earth from intergalactic threats.
I'm seeing lots of spots, plenty of polka dots.
101 Dalmatians, the series, 1997 to 1998. Plot. Based on the classic Disney film, the series follows three particular puppies, Lucky, Raleigh, and Cadpig, as they live on the farm with their 97 siblings and various other animals. They face off against the evil Cruella de Vil, who is constantly scheming to steal the puppies and get her hands on their spotted coats. Each episode features the puppies embarking on adventures, often foiling Cruella's plans and learning valuable lessons about friendship, courage, and family. The series combines humor with heartwarming moments, celebrating the spirit of the original film while expanding on the characters and their world. The end of the Disney afternoon. Despite its success, the Disney afternoon couldn't last forever. By the late 1990s, the media landscape was changing rapidly. The rise of cable networks like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon, which offered round-the-clock animated programming, began to erode the unique appeal of the Disney afternoon. Additionally, the increasing popularity of the internet and video games started to compete for children's attention. In 1997, Disney decided to rebrand the block as Disney's 1-2, which aired on UPN. However, it didn't capture the same magic, and by 1999, the Disney afternoon was effectively over. The final nail in the coffin came with the launch of the Disney Channel's own dedicated programming blocks, which made syndication less necessary. The legacy of the Disney afternoon. Even though the Disney afternoon ended, its legacy lives on. The shows from this block have left an indelible mark on pop culture. In recent years, we've seen a resurgence of interest in these shows. Disney Plus has made it possible for a new generation to discover these classics, and we've even seen reboots like DuckTales 2017, which pay homage to the original series. Furthermore, the Disney afternoon set a high standard for children's programming, proving that kids' TV could be both entertaining and sophisticated. It paved the way for the quality animated series we see today. Most importantly, the Disney afternoon holds a special place in the hearts of those who grew up watching it. It represents a time when after-school TV was an event, a shared experience that brought joy and adventure into countless homes. So whether you're revisiting these shows on Disney Plus or introducing them to a new generation, the Disney afternoon's magic endures. That's all for today's episode of Let's Run It Back. Before we go, let me say thank you to our first two channel members, with a special shout out to Jeremy Bowen, who signed up for our Throwback Influencer tier. If you would like to support the channel, please sign up as a member to see more videos like this a day early and to receive other awesome perks. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into the media that made our childhoods unforgettable. Until next time, keep the nostalgia alive.